The Daft Hour, Daft Hour, Daft Hour.
And other
Keep it locked to 104.5 FM.
Morgan is having a poo. Morgan is having a stinky poo-poo. Someone's having a cuddle outside.
Welcome back to the Daft Hour, the home of Endless of the Week segments. Please welcome your future worm food hosts, Bambi, Morgan, and Elfish. Sorry, I mean Elvis. How very rude of me. Let's get on with the show, with your stupid made-up names. What a bunch of doyles. This track is called Raising Frequency by Ketzer.
I like this.
Again, it's another one from the Free Music Archive.
Oh, it's good.
So it was by a group called Ketzer. It's quite nice. It's nice and chilled.
Very,
if you listen around about now,
like cowboy techno.
It sounds like there's another track over it.
Oh yeah,
They've added another kind of different rhythm to it, but it's interesting.
Do you like my name for it?
What was it called, sorry?
Cowboy techno.
Cowboy techno.
or techno
Cowboy.
cowboy.
You're very inventive.
Yeah.
Okay, despite what the intro said, there is no Elvis today. Elvis. Oh, don't do that.
Oh, it's all the corona.
It's not. You've
My corona. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Daft Hour.
Welcome to the Daft Hour.
Here, live on CVFM 104.5. We are currently transmitting from...
We are transmitting from, do you know the little corner of a packet of sweets where that last sweet gets stuck?
Yeah.
We are transmitting from that cousin.
Okay.
And its cousin is the opposite corner
The opposite corner.
of that stuck sweet. That's where we are transmitting from.
Brilliant,
today.
okay. And also, just to let people know, we are currently not on the live stream today.
We are not streaming
We're not
live.
streaming live.
You can still send us messages on Facebook.
Yeah, just I don't know, just do what you want.
Yeah, I mean, or you can phone, give us a little phone.
I'm not going to tell you the number, just guess it.
01642 688
She can do it for
That's
us.
so convenient when I can't be bothered.
I know, yeah. Or I could just press these buttons as well.
CVFM.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Techno Cowboys.
Techno Cowboys.
Yeah, if you want to, you can go on facebook.com/The Daft Hour and you can message us on there.
On there, you can message us on there. Messages.
Give us a little message.
On there because we want some interaction.
We want some.
Just some interaction.
With
Not
other
just
people.
necessarily in the show.
No, just in life.
In
general.
life, I'd like some interaction with people.
Yeah, we would.
Because most people despise me.
Yeah, well, it's because you've individually insulted every human being on the
I
planet.
take pride in that.
Yeah, but mate, it took your ages.
It did.
You put some real effort in. I
Put
remember.
some real
I
effort
remember
in. I sought out.
Yeah, I remember the day
Everyone.
you did it. You went and got your backpack, which was made out of rainbow-coloured fabric that you'd stolen from boys, and you sewn it together.
The store boys,
Not
actual
not
children.
boys, yeah. But you sewn it together using free labour of stolen boys, and you
The
set,
actual children.
You set off with your multicoloured backpack and
Like Dora.
and insulted the planet. But strangely, all you were carrying in that backpack was an out-of-date copy. Well, not out-of-date, like a really badly torn copy of Wind in the Willows. And somehow you survived.
Yeah.
But we've only got... there's no one else here today. We've got a guest later on, but yeah, it's just the two of us, isn't it?
We have got a guest later.
Yeah, what's this place?
It's Will Smith. I was going to cleverly play just the two of us, but it's got an intro to it that I'm not interested in, so I'm going to stop that.
But yeah, we have got a guest. We've got Mr. Innocent.
Mr. Innocent.
I don't know if I think his name is just Innocent.
Just Innocent.
No, just... So I'll say his name
Right.
and nothing else before it, and that's his name. Okay?
Just Innocent.
Innocent.
Innocent. His name is Innocent.
His name is Innocent.
So what? His name is inoffensive. It's Innocent.
I don't know. So I don't know if we're going to call him Mr. Innocent or
Sir Innocent?
Sir Innocent
Or
not so.
not so innocent, yeah.
Maybe his first name.
Presumed. Presumed innocent.
Or is actually Innocent his first name, and his surname is Until Proven Guilty.
Might be. Well, these are the in-depth questions we'll ask him later.
But again, I have a feeling I might offend him if I ask him them questions. So
Why?
because he might not want to be called Innocent Until Proven Guilty.
No, fair enough.
But yeah, he'll be joining the studio, and he is a comedian, so
Comedian.
We'll have a bit of a giggle with Mr. Innocent.
Well, I had a look at him earlier on Facebook.
Did
we
you?
have 5 friends in common.
Dear,
Yeah.
well, you know what that means, don't you?
What?
You're going to be the 6th.
I'm not. I don't add people.
Oh. If you are listening on the way to the station, Mr. Innocent,
Yeah.
no Facebook friends for you.
No. I don't. I'm just miserable like that.
You are.
In fact, I'm trying to get rid of more people off my list.
Okay, well, if I realise I've been cut off, then I'll get the hint.
Yeah.
Got really tickly throat.
A tickly throat. You know what you need to do with a tickly throat? You need to sing a nursery rhyme.
I can't
Go on, sing a nursery rhyme.
Twinkle, twinkle,
Right, keep just working.
little star.
Yep.
How I wonder Oh, God. It's actually making it worse.
Yeah, I lied. So
It's this brunch bar you give me.
Yeah.
With peanuts.
oh,
I'm allergic.
I've killed you, haven't I?
I'm allergic to...
I've gone
I'm
and-
allergic to brunch.
I've gone and done the killing.
Yeah, I'm allergic to brunch.
I always said
I can have breakfast or lunch.
not brunch.
Not brunch.
I remember it was about the time you packed your little multicoloured bag. I had a word with a psychic taxi driver
Oh, God, not him.
who told me that I would end your life with a brunch bar, and I didn't think anything about it until this very moment.
Is it the same one?
The same brunch bar?
No, the same taxi driver.
Possibly. I think that
I think there's only one taxi driver who's got psychic ability.
There surely can only be one, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's...
Whoa, that was loud, wasn't it?
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now you've got to share with the class. What is it? Whatever it is, you've got to read. Oh, no, it's better not.
Nah, nothing. Really much nothing. Okay, sure.
Sure.
Where are we?
We're in the land of chess. That's what this track is called. This track sent us mad because it was featured in one of the Smugly Bass shows, and we played it a million times, and during rehearsals, it was just horrendous.
It is one of those songs, I think.
It's an earwormy.
Yeah,
just
after a
like,
while,
meh.
drive you a little bit insane.
So, what were you saying? Where are we? I think we were in the cousin of the left-hand corner of the sweet packets or something nonsensical like that.
We're very lethargic today, are we? We're very much like, can't be asked.
I think it's known as
Why do we do this?
dialing it in. Isn't
Proper
it?
dial it, phone it in. Right, if you're listening
Phone it in for us,
and
mate.
you feel like we're phoning it in, it's because we are.
Yeah, and if you think you can phone it in better, you should give us a call.
And you phone it in.
On 01642 688 104.
That's...
01642 688 104.
I don't think the drab music helps either.
Do you not?
No.
Do you want something more lively?
Uplifting, yeah. It's making me, like, that music's making me not be asked.
Right, okay. Something a bit more uplifting.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, no problem. How's that working out for you?
That's not so good.
It's quite uplifting, isn't it?
I've already come to the studio in a bit of a mood,
Yeah.
and now you're just purposely trying to pee me off.
Have you not realised that's the concept of the
I
Daft
thought
Hour?
we've done this skit of me hating this song
Yeah.
so much I thought we were past it.
No, mate, I'm never going to move past.
Just not heard it in a long time, so when you bring it up it's like, come on, man.
Come on.
I thought we moved past this.
No, it's well and truly in the forefront of my life and yours.
Very crackly today.
What have you been doing?
What have you been? I don't think it's crackly to the listeners. I think it's only crackly to us. I'm not sure. This is crackly.
Well, I feel like I'm the only one listening because I've got headphones on.
Oh yeah. I suppose. So what have you been up to, mate? You been up
Well,
to anything?
yeah. Hashtag Van Watch.
Oh, update. So
Van
quick recap.
from last week, yeah.
Last week, a van was parked outside your house.
Yep.
You didn't know. Oh, you saw some paperwork with the dude's name, and you
Yeah.
hunted this dude down using your detective Facebook skills. Messaged him.
Yep.
You also called a local hotel to see if it was a guest there, and it wasn't.
And he was avoiding parking
And
fees.
then you phoned the police.
Yes.
Am I up to date there?
Very much up to date. So, would you like to hazard a guess of when the van was actually moved?
It was what day are we on? Wednesday, I think Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a week. It was there a week. So, basically, it turns out it was someone on the end of our street.
What?
It was a neighbour. So, last week when I said it's someone we know.
Yeah,
Well, not technically because I didn't know who it was.
right.
I didn't know the neighbour. But
Yeah,
it was someone close. And they say that, don't they? They say it's always someone close.
so it's solved.
Yeah, but basically it was a youngish lad.
Yeah,
probably the same age as me, to be fair.
Not that young then.
All right. And he basically lied and said it was his boss who'd parked it there, and he needed his van for work, and his boss parked it in the wrong place.
Right.
However, his boss was on holiday in Centre Parks,
Oh, yeah.
but his boss
Yeah.
was called. Is that someone there?
No.
No.
Right.
His boss was called by the police first, and he said it was the young lad.
Ugh.
So one of them's lying. I think it's the young lad.
I reckon you're right. I reckon the young lad is panicked because of your masculine stature.
Yeah.
And thought he was going to get a pummeling.
And gone, don't hurt me.
You hurt me, Morgan.
It wasn't me.
Morgan's gonna hurt me.
So if his boss found out,
You're
I think
furious.
he's risked getting fired over me beating him up.
Yeah. No one
Would risk that, would they?
No one wants that kind of risk. Not anyone.
No one. No one wants that.
Nobody.
So basically, to summarise, the van has finally been moved.
Right, a round of applause for the moved van. So, as if parking issues are not already discussed enough in this show, my wife gets home today to find a parking spot in our street completely off limits to us now.
Why?
Because there was a lady down the road who needs access to her house and she needs a disabled parking spot. Absolutely brilliant, no problem at all.
Well, it's not brilliant.
No. Well, not brilliant that she needs it, but like fine that the council are going to do it for her and everything.
Yeah, she needs it.
And she needs it, but they've put it 2 doors away outside our house. So
That's what you get for agreeing with it.
I know.
Said
For
no.
not objecting for being a good neighbour.
But also, that's surely not ideal for her having to walk.
No.
If she's disabled, having to.
Yeah.
Can she walk or?
Yeah, it just takes her time.
Yes, so obviously that's going to take her time walking 2 houses down.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
So I'm going to smash the street up.
What are you going to say? Her end?
No, just the whole street. I'm going to get a digger and lift it all up.
Lift it up.
Lift up the
And just
street.
leave that one space.
Yeah, because she needs access. I'm not.
She needs access, but she can't go anywhere because the street's ruined.
Yeah, there's
so-
no street.
Yeah.
Our street is cobbles underneath all of that broken tarmac.
Underneath?
Yeah,
They've
you
just
can
tarmacked over?
Yeah, you can still see the cobbles.
It's a bit pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, you're a bit pointless.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, that was hashtag vanwash.
So I think it was either syphilis or something equally as nasty.
Syphilips.
Syphilis, yeah.
Yeah, it's like more oral related.
Right.
So that was Papua New Guinea with Future Sounds of London. Is that right?
Yeah.
I like that.
No, sorry. It's Future Sounds of London is the group, Papua New Guinea is the track.
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Other way round.
But, yeah, it's good.
It's good. So we hadn't finished.
I actually picked that song, and that sounds like a song you would pick.
It does. We have at last become one.
We become one
We have become one.
with our music choice. So, yeah, you did cut me off. So, also, to go back whilst you're busy with that.
Yeah, no,
Andy,
we're good. We're all good.
Last week,
Yeah.
I also talked about my family heritage.
Oh, yes.
And basically, we're now moving on to hashtag Castle Watched.
Castle Watch.
Will Morgan Fantastic get his castle?
I reckon you will, mate.
Well, basically, you know, I was telling you my father was doing that Ancestry.com thing,
Yeah.
and he's basically found out
Right.
who we're related
Who
to
are you related to?
a night
Yeah.
before Henry VIII,
And-
and he's called Sir John Sweet.
Sir John Sweet.
He's got a coat of arms, everything. He's a knight of the realm, and we're direct descendant of this man.
That is most amazing.
And if you Google it, he's actually a person.
no,
about his heritage
you
and stuff.
never fibs.
So, do you know what, mate? I think, and I was joking last week, but I actually think there might be a castle that
Yeah.
I'm legally entitled to.
That's, imagine. Just imagine.
Well, I was joking
Like-
about it last week, and then it
but
turns
now-
out we actually are related to someone.
So now there's... you're going to find your castle,
gonna
then
find-
you're going to
So
get to the
d-
beach, and the sea has washed
Devon?
it away. Devon. Devon is a place on Earth.
Devon is a place on Earth. So yeah, I might have a castle in Devon. How cool would that be?
So you've been up to finding out you might have a castle in Devon.
Yeah.
So if you can hear the traffic in the background of this corner of the Sweet Packet, it's because it stinks. Absolutely reeks in this
Stinks in here, like.
stinky
Not being-
Sweet Packet.
I'm not blaming anyone,
but
because there
it's-
might have been a lot of people in here that smell,
But this sweetie stinks.
but it stinks.
So what I've been up to, are you interested? I've been running through the fields with wild abandon. Yeah. I've been hunting for the best bacon. Imagine that, like, that's your job, is finding the best bacon.
What, like pigs or?
No, I don't want a pig. I want bacon. I don't want to have to deal with the pig.
Well, it's just bacon rashes on the floor.
Yeah, that's because I've been running through the fields chasing bacon. That's what I've been doing. And I've had... so I had 3 meats in one meal today.
Shut up.
Yeah, just before you arrived at
Did you have?
the pub. So I got a burger, much like your own.
Burger?
But I doubled it up. So I got a beef burger with chicken. And it also had bacon on it. So I looked at it and went, that's amazing. Like in a society where we're all trying to possibly eat a little less meat for environmental things, I was like, I've just had 3 in one go. And then
the meat.
you pre-ordered your food before you got there, and
did.
they brought it to me. And
Yeah.
looked me up and down and went, all
I
right.
do like this whole Weatherspoons app thing,
Yeah.
because
Look
you
at
can-
look at 2 meals, Bambi.
Yeah,
There.
someone put on. I know you had this in the newspaper where some bloke just put his table
yeah.
number. My friend Paul did this and put it online.
Yeah,
It was
no one
like,
cared.
anyone send anything? So I sent him a bottle of Strathmore water and some peanuts.
Brilliant. So I think mushy peas is the cheapest thing on the menu.
Is it?
Outside of mushy peas, so, but that quite often happens. So what we do with a group
Fair
of,
play though. Like
it's quite funny.
Yeah.
We do with a group of friends. We if it's someone's birthday, we'll always make sure they go to Weatherspoons, and we tell the rest of the people who can't make it what table we're at, and they all get shots of gin. So you'll be sat at the table. You know you're going to get done on your birthday if you enter a Weatherspoons, but all of a sudden, across comes the bar person
Yeah.
with glasses full of gin. But because you can't, like, say, I just want a shot in a shot glass on the app, they bring it in a big glass full of ice as well, and all the like the mixers and all that kind of stuff.
I think
quite funny.
like famous people who have like a lot of followers on like Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. They should definitely do it.
Yeah.
Because even though obviously they have more followers and they're richer, I guarantee people will just send them
Weird, whatever they can.
thousands of stuff.
Yeah, I think if someone too famous did it, it would possibly become a problem. Wouldn't it? Imagine someone with literal millions of followers. How wasteful that actually would be.
Oh yeah.
That-
Would it be wasteful? Well,
Yes, it would, yeah.
It'd be wasteful, but I tell you what, that place would get a lot of money.
Yeah.
Also, why are they in a Weatherspoons?
Oh, stupid rich people can't go for cheap drinks.
Oh, get out of that town, mate.
Get out.
Get out of town. What else have you been up to?
Well, we watched a video earlier, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's the subject of the video is not a laughing matter.
No.
But
So
what they've
can I
done-
can I
Yeah,
can
you
I
do it,
explain?
you do it.
Sorry, Bambi.
No.
This was played at
You
my
have my permission.
at my school in front of some students, and it was basically teaching students about consensual sex.
Yeah.
However, obviously the contents of the video, it does make sense, and obviously it's an important message. However, the kids during the video started laughing, and they're not laughing at what the message of the video is. They were laughing at the explanation.
Yeah.
So we'll play it, and hopefully you understand what I mean. And I reiterate the fact, the meaning and the context isn't funny. It's how they've gone about explaining it. That's quite amusing.
It is very, very funny how they've done it.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy it. So let's have a listen to this then.
If you're still struggling with consent, and on that note, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
Yo. My name is Michelle Obama. And when I'm in Middlesbrough, I like to listen to CVFM. Is that alright? Oh yeah, and I also listen to that Daft Hour. It's not that bad, not bad at all.
I'm the type of guy that likes to drink a nice cup of joe in the morning. What better way to drink my coffee than carbonated? That's why I drink New Cafizzo.
What better way to begin your day than with a nice cup of Cafizzo?
Good corned beef is good corned beef.
Have you not spoken to your mother in a while? Why not give the old dear a call? It won't cost as much as you think. Hello? Oh, hiya, Mum. Just thought I'd let you know, got all my test results back, and we're all in the clear, so it's really good news. So I think what we're going to do next... Sorry, what? What did you say? You're nuts.
Come on down to Robert's Spicy Biscuit, where you can choose any type of animal tongue you like on the end of a stick, covered in hundreds and thousands and lovely tangy chutney. Robert's Spicy Biscuit. Saltburn.
You know, I can still remember the very first sweets given to me by my grandfather. They were Werther's Original. I was just a boy. I'll never forget that first taste. Sweet and creamy and uncommonly good. I remember feeling I must be someone very special when my granddad gave me his wonderful butter candy.
Oh, I'm a granddad.
And what else would I give my grandson but my Werther's Original? He's someone very special too, you know.
It's
proper daft.
It is, isn't
it?
It
is a
it's
little.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Just a little. Just a little. So yeah, that not them adverts.
Not them adverts.
The ones before. So the tea, the consensual tea.
So we just played a video. Well, it's the audio from the video, obviously, because this is radio.
We acted it out as well.
We did. And it's all about consent, as in consent for sex.
Yeah.
But they talk about it
in a very weird way.
In a weird way about tea. So
cups of tea.
You have cups of tea.
Yeah.
And you have permission to have the tea. If someone says yes to tea,
yeah,
doesn't mean that they necessarily want the tea.
And if someone passes out,
they don't want tea.
Don't force feed them tea.
No.
What? So it was about consent, but with tea.
With tea.
Well, I think they were trying to describe it in a better way, but I don't know. It's very random.
We're going to play it again, and we're going to talk over it.
But you still have questions.
Okay.
For example, how do you prove
so this was
someone
this
has
was
come round
played,
for a cup of tea,
just
asked you to make them tea, and thanked you for the lovely tea?
They all started
that
laughing.
Any of that actually
now, they
happened.
obviously weren't laughing at the context of what it's about, but they were just laughing at the way it was described, like in regards to the tea.
Consent are guidelines to improve society, not a protection for the individual.
Kids aren't as stupid as they make them think. Just talk about what the actual problem is. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to.
I fancy a cup of tea. And you say,
make
certainly,
up stuff about cups
while
of
you're
tea.
actually thinking, yay, I'm finally going to make tea for someone else.
Get in.
What?
So you brew the tea.
Yep, brew your
get
tea.
out
You
the fine
mean
china
yeah.
and ask for their preferences.
I love how
they
I
then
think
drink the
this
tea
whole
and
thing
ask for a
because
biscuit.
It's thrown me off completely.
Now, the thing is, you didn't force them to drink the tea.
So don't force tea on people. That's what I'm taking away.
Yeah, which is
now I get it.
Which is obviously it's an important message, and if someone's just tuned in at this moment, heard that statement, then someone laugh, it sounds a bit dodgy, but it is an important statement.
Do
but
not force
just
tea.
talk about the actual problem.
Here's the thing.
And children will understand.
Yeah, because here's the problem.
But when
I prefer coffee.
I don't.
I prefer chocolate.
I don't drink either. I don't drink hot drinks. So yeah, I'd be annoyed if someone force-fed me
You
tea.
live in England and you don't drink hot drink.
No, it's weird, isn't it?
Oh my goodness!
I know.
Oh, the north of England.
I know.
But I'd be annoyed if someone force-fed me tea.
So I've just realised we haven't introduced our guest.
Quite like he's just joined in, because he's been here the whole time.
This guy just came in off the street,
offering us tea.
And we obviously had to take the tea.
I didn't like tea. Force-fed it.
You got the tea. He didn't. He says he prefers chocolate, but he didn't bring it in.
It's always the case.
I think he's.
But yes, so welcome to the studio and welcome to the Daft Hour. Innocent, everybody.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Is it
guys.
Mr. Innocent or just Innocent?
Innocent is fine.
Sir Innocent?
Oh, no.
Pure Innocent?
No.
Just Innocent?
Just Innocent.
Cool, I like that.
I wish I was pure Innocent.
It's a great name, I like it.
Oh, thanks.
How are you doing? Are you alright?
I'm okay. I'm okay. How are you guys?
Good.
We are good. We are here.
Yeah.
Tealess. We lied. We have no tea. So have you had to travel far today?
Came all the way from Gateshead.
Oh.
Yeah, Newcastle. It was a bit boring.
Are you in the actual place or
no,
the travel?
That travel.
Yeah.
Probably just the name Gateshead.
I mean, it makes a lot of people shiver when you say you're from Gateshead.
Yeah. Don't mention that name in here.
You walk into Middlesbrough then.
Yeah, to be honest,
I know.
Middlesbrough's a lot worse.
I don't think you have streets quite like this, but
No.
This is an interesting area.
So have you parked outside?
Yeah.
Sorry,
we have a
camera.
security camera. We'll watch
I
it
made sure I
throughout.
parked right under the camera so everyone can see.
That's a good idea.
So we have.
We've opened the window just in case we hear anything as well.
We opened the window because it was a bit smelly in here.
It wasn't us. It was the previous
Was
people.
it last week?
Not the previous. I wasn't saying the people before us smelt or anything. Maybe it was someone earlier in the day.
Not the people before.
Come on, Bambi, help me get out of this.
No. You're
Bambi's letting you ride this
I
one.
know,
You dug it.
I hope they're not listening.
This one's. They're not listening.
They're not listening.
Who did we have last week?
No one.
Oh, last time we had a guest.
It was Rachel, wasn't it?
And a fella wouldn't leave his car.
No, he wouldn't leave.
He was so scared.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
so
Oh, my goodness.
she came into the
not that
studio and he just drove around for an hour.
You're kidding. He must have had fuel to burn. Where were they from?
I don't know.
I think they were from Newcastle.
Were they?
Oh, wow.
Must be getting a bad rep up there, aren't we?
I mean, it's...
I thought they meant to be tougher the further north you go.
Yeah. No,
There are
they
a
just
bunch of
don't want to
whips
come
up
and leave the cars in Middlesbrough. They must have heard. Must have heard some stories.
I got flipped up on the way here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Welcome to
I
Middlesbrough.
flashed the guy to let him go and he just flipped me off. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'd flip you off if
Usually
you
it's
flashed at
thank
me.
you.
When you say flashed, do you...
Oh, right, the car.
Yeah, that's what he
lights.
meant.
Yeah, I
Right,
flashed
okay.
my lights at him to let him go
that's-
past. He just flipped me the finger.
Where was this in Gateshead?
Nah, in Middlesbrough.
Well, of course it was. Yeah.
I mean, that's just a welcome in Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That was us. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the Daft Hour. He's here.
Oh, man. It's so fun, man.
So, comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
How long you
Let's-
been doing comedy?
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
About a year and a bit.
Year and a bit.
About a year and a half or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. How are you finding it?
Well, it has its ups and downs, but it's quite fun.
It's a serious business, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's bizarrely serious
Oh,
for
man.
what it is.
It really is. You'll meet a few comedians and they'll like tell you how stressful that is, and then just before you go on stage, and I think you get that fever go through you, you feel chill, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna bomb. I'm gonna bomb. And then you see them having joy as you tell a joke, and there's absolute silence. You feel it. That's us.
Yeah. I mean, I met with absolute silence every time I try to tell a joke to the missus. Like, even if it's funny, she's so good at
She's just doing it on purpose.
just blank, just like, yeah, whatever, yeah. Shut up,
Oh man,
it's
true love, that, isn't
it?
Yeah. Isn't it? Or maybe she just doesn't find you funny.
Oh, it
Or like you.
Cannot be possible.
Regretting all of her life decisions.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
all led to me.
Yeah.
Is this? Is
She's
this
like,
an
is this
intervention
it?
when I find out she's leaving me?
That's when it starts, when they stop laughing at your jokes.
Oh man,
This was your wife as she leaves.
oh
Yeah.
it leaves you in a Peter Griffin sort of way.
Yeah, I hope so.
For Quagmire.
Giggity. I can't do the giggities.
I gathered from that
I
one.
can't do it. Like, do you know,
It was a very low pitch giggity.
3 in the row.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Oh, yeah.
It's a hard thing to do,
What?
isn't it?
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever tried it before.
Giggity.
Can you do 3 in a row though?
No.
Come on,
no.
Innocent, give it a go.
Giggity.
Yeah, oh,
yeah. That was surprisingly bad.
Giggity.
Hey,
there you go.
You got a 2.5.
I had to put an accent on though. I couldn't do it in a real voice.
No, just do it in a perverted way.
Well, yeah.
There is no.
There is no other way to use giggity, is there?
What does it mean?
So you brought some photographs in the studio.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you like to describe what's going on?
Yeah, because photos are a great medium for radio.
Is this like your ID to so we know it was you coming in the studio? Please bring photographs so we know it's you, not just a randomer on the street.
Yeah, so I figured I'll bring something for us to talk about.
Yeah, man.
So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm originally from Uganda, which is in Africa somewhere.
Somewhere. Even he doesn't know.
It's about
somewhere in Africa. So on the photo here, I've got one of me in what looks like prison attire. It's yellow, and I'm sitting on a tree.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So that
it does look a bit prison-y, that attire.
Yeah. Do you want to guess what that was?
What, a tree?
No, not the what was going on in that photo.
Oh, let's have a look. At these photos.
Kind of try and figure out what you see in the background.
Okay, so
I see a building.
Yeah,
I see a building, and I see that the tree is in between your legs in a very phallic way.
Yeah.
Were you at a fertility clinic?
No,
at a very young age.
Very close, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it a hospital?
Very close.
Doctors?
So that was boarding school.
How was that close to hospital and doctors?
Because it was full of pain and misery.
Oh yeah. So for the boarding schools in Africa are pretty much the equivalent of a prison.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, hence why I'm wearing a yellow outfit.
So is that uniform then?
So that was just uniform for not for classes, but something you wear casually.
Yeah. Right.
So you were given colours like purple, yellow, red, blue.
Casual uniform.
That was it. So I belong to the House of Yellow.
The House of Yellow.
The House of Yellow.
Right. That's rather uninventive.
Yeah. And nothing depicts Africa like in this particular photo. I'm not wearing any slippers or shoes.
You're not wearing no shoes.
Man.
But you are up a tree.
I am up a tree, yeah. The funny thing about this photo is my auntie came through and actually she was sat in the car. And she made me climb on the tree so she could take a picture. And she just left and went back home.
Is boarding school standard practice?
Oh yeah.
It is, right?
In they think it helps build character.
Right.
It teaches you how to. I was about 7 years old in this picture.
Yeah.
So I was
dressed in yellow.
Oh man,
up a tree.
It was a horrible school.
Have you ever wore yellow clothes since, or are you just completely put off by the colour yellow?
I was put off by the colour yellow.
So, is this where the names come from? Because you thought it was prison attire, and you're going, look, mate, I'm innocent.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one. I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
Because you don't always take the photos to every gig.
Nah,
this is a new feature for your gigs.
Yeah, but
get them to discuss.
Imagine if one of your gigs was just your family photograph. You know what? Album. Just go around and go, this is when I went to school.
There's a comedian in Newcastle that does things like this. He's called Cy.
Right, okay.
Cy Buckworth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a legend. He's an absolute legend. I want to do something like this when we sort of just talk, and then he's going to help me run through it.
Well, yeah, you could get if you make the pictures bigger.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, PowerPoint. You can
make the pictures bigger.
Make the
pictures bigger.
Make them bigger.
I'm not like technical.
I'm working at a radio.
Excuse me, can I make this bigger?
Just hold it closer.
Oh man.
Yeah, right. Look at this. Pass it round. Okay, so this one. So is it still school?
Nah. This was actually at home,
and you're still wearing yellow.
And I'm still wearing yellow, but. Funny thing about this one is this was
casual
Christmas.
time. Oh, okay.
This was Christmas time in Africa, and the sun is shining. We had just killed a cow.
You just killed a cow?
We just killed a cow.
Yeah, we all have our own Christmas traditions.
We slaughtered a cow for Christmas, and the whole family had come together, and that's my little cousin.
Was that for food, or did it just annoy you?
It was just for food.
It's like that guy.
I wish you had annoyed me.
I'm sick of that cow looking at me like that. I'm going to kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's kill it for Christmas.
That one oh man, I remember Christmas meat. The meat was endless.
Yeah.
Well, you have to eat the cow.
Cows are pretty big.
It was ridiculous.
Did you? So what other stuff would you have?
So you'd have
some vegetables.
meat, yeah, probably some vegetables.
I didn't just think it was just cow.
You'd have cassava, which is like a root vegetable.
Oh yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah.
And you'd have matoke, which is like green bananas, but it's sort of mashed, like mashed potato.
Oh yeah.
Which is fucking amazing. I mean, pardon.
It's okay. It's
just
good food, man.
It's just expressing how good
It's
that stuff
effing amazing.
is.
It's effing
It's
amazing.
amazing.
It's effing bananas.
And then this one here, right? This was funny thing. When I first came to England, I was looking forward to speaking English.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to speaking English as like an English person in England. First thing I did when I walked through Newcastle Airport towards my mum, right? So
wait, man!
I diverted from my mum to go speak to this white guy that I saw at the airport. I was like, "Hello, sir. How are you? My name is Innocent. How are you?" All I heard was, "Wait, I son." I'm like, well, "That is not English. That is not.
Where's his
English."
top hat and monocle?
Yeah, you were speaking actual Queen's English, and they were speaking absolute gibberish.
Oh man!
Yeah, that's probably the worst place in the whole country.
It really was. I was like,
speak-
"You guys colonized this for years.
to speak
and this
English.
Is what you did.
Yeah.
This is what's happened.
This is what's happening."
So either Newcastle or Liverpool are like you two.
Can you do the Liverpool accent?
Oh, it's just sound of spit, isn't it? It's just very
Oh my goodness!
scorsing,
Liverpool scorsing.
Oh my goodness! And then in Middlesbrough, you don't teach people things; you learn people things. don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. No, that's just terrible. Yeah, that's
Learn
really
people
bad.
things, yeah.
You learn it.
Yeah. So on this picture, you said this one was took in England.
Yeah.
But I was quite surprised how bright and sunny this is because
summer.
But these you would think like
You would think it's the opposite. wouldn't
I would think like the sunnier ones would be in Africa and not the ones in in England.
we were in a shade.
It's the tree.
It's the tree. It's the tree.
So where are you on this photo?
I think this one was South Shields Beach or something like that.
How old were you?
Around 8
8
years old, and this was I think the first week of me coming to England.
Right.
And what I remember this top very well was my favourite top. I wore it months on end
Because it wasn't yellow.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't yellow, and my mum made it a deal to sort of buy this top. It had things that annoy me, and it was rules, and that one was girls, and the other one I don't know what it was.
See if I can see.
Rules.
Headbutt in the thing. Rules. Yeah, girls, and it looks like broccoli.
Broccoli, yeah. That's something we brand all of our clothing with.
You really were annoyed by broccoli back then.
And I've got my brother in the studio today.
Yeah.
But in this photo, seeing us, look how skinny the guy was.
Yeah.
And look how fat he is. What's your growing?
That's nice.
So, talking of Liverpool, I'm going to play you an advert. This is what we think of
This is
Liverpool.
the one that we shouldn't really play anymore.
Oh, we absolutely shouldn't play this.
Okay.
Don't visit Liverpool. It's the most disgusting place I've ever seen. City of culture. City of more like. Don't visit Liverpool. Now, f*** off.
Oh my goodness.
So that's just a bit of advice there.
That's a Liverpool advert?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
it's from the board of tourism.
So this radio station, it's relatively small. It's like a local one and whatever. But they make their own adverts on quite a low budget, and that's
one of the fans.
That's one of the fans. You can't still say.
It's okay. I can still see the car.
I'm going to play you their adverts. So
keep it locked to 104.5.
This sounds
CBFM.
professional, doesn't it? It's brilliant.
Have a flat, worn out or bad tyre? Come to M&M Tyres and Auto Care to get you back on the road in no time. We have fast and professional service guaranteed with a huge selection of
high
tyres
production
for you to
values
choose
there.
from at
So
great
M&M are a
affordable
local
prices. From new
company,
to used tyres,
but just listen to the
great known brands such as Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, Pirelli and much more. We also offer
So that's the kind of adverts, and there's plenty of them, and they're obviously for local businesses, and they're great. But we are terrible people, so we take the mick and made our own adverts and keep pushing our luck a little bit every now and then.
So that was one of them.
But there was a company called Smoothprint, and they've got new adverts, and they do like they print off flyers and posters and stuff for people. And when we used to do it years ago, I took the mick out of it so much they changed their advert because of how much we took the mick. So I obviously took the mick of the new one as well.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, because we're horrible people. And we're given this chance to come here and do a show, and we just take the mick.
Oh, wow.
So back to comedy.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go back there. So you been at it for a year.
Yeah.
So what kind of time slot are you filling?
So I do 5s and 10 minutes and a few 15s.
Okay.
But I think there's a few people out there who if they've seen you, they'll probably throw you in for a 20 in a tough crowd.
Ooh.
I know
Is that to be mean or to be good?
I don't know. Some of them are to be mean. Some of them are to be very, very mean. I love it though.
Do you think it's because you can do it, because you can handle it?
Some of them seem to have that sort of belief in me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but some of them are like, nah, stick to a 10.
Yeah. Well, some comedians can take a year to get a good 5.
Yeah.
You know, like some people, it takes time. Some people can write half an hour of new material every week.
Yeah.
And it's just all depends on how long you've been.
And then you gotta be a quick learner. You gotta take the criticism and just deal with it on the
Yeah,
chin.
of course, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's it. It's most of the time it's not personal. Sometimes it might be.
It might feel personal, but it's not.
Just learn from it and move on. Like the likes of Gary Delaney.
Yeah.
He tries out new material and he literally has a pad with all his one-liners on. And then if it gets a good response, it gets a tick. He tries out 3 times, I think it is.
Yeah.
And if he gets 3 ticks, it goes into his main shows. If it doesn't, it just doesn't carry on. Like, he just gauges it over time.
Oh.
So, but I always feel, if you got to see one of these work-in-progress shows, are you feeling ripped off? So this isn't the real thing? Why are you... But I suppose it's always work in progress for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's
isn't
work in progress because you get to hear it first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get to hear it before anybody else hears it.
Yeah.
That's sort of the beauty of it. I sort of practice my comedy in front of the mirror like a million times.
Really?
In my head, sometimes I do it in front of my friends, right? And one thing I started doing is taking my friend to a few shows, because if I know I bomb, they at the back having the time of my life.
Yes. No,
because they know me as a person. They know
yeah.
That is where the people were supposed to laugh, but you can hear absolute silence.
I must admit, if I ever see any comedian struggling, I will laugh harder.
Yeah.
To try and help.
Especially if you know them.
Yeah, especially if you know them, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily at the right points.
Yes. Sometimes them awkward moments are the funniest moments, though.
Oh, yeah, the awkward ones. The ride home, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the Gong Show at the Ark?
The Gong Show? No, I haven't yet.
So Ark is in Stockton, next town over.
Yeah.
And they do it, I think it's 4 times a year. There's one coming up shortly. If you... anyone on any of the comedy forums?
Yeah, I think I'm on most
So
of them.
look out for... It'll probably be... it's like 10 feet tall, the promotion company from around here.
Yeah.
It's called the Gong Show at the Ark. Apply for it. It is a bear pit, but it's so rewarding as well. Like, if you basically got to get through 5 minutes. If you get through 5 minutes, you get to the end, you get a clap off, and whoever gets the most gets a prize. But you get seen by like a promoter who can give you other gigs if they like your stuff. But I've seen some people die, like, who were pretty confident, and they go on there and they just
gonged off,
just destroyed.
Yeah.
But then I've seen people just go from relative unknown to just taking off because they get that confidence and what have you. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. If you've got balls, give it a go.
One of the mistakes I ever made was getting too confident before a gig,
right?
Going on and bombing super bad. I had to leave. Like, it was
through the set?
Yeah,
you left through the set.
I didn't leave through the set.
I'm not.
I wrote it.
You're not laughing him off.
I wrote it through, right? But then, like, my soul left my body during the set. Like, I was just like, oh shit, this is not working.
Yeah.
And then I tried another thing, and then it's just not working. You know when you keep trying and trying.
Sometimes that just happens, though, doesn't it? You just don't get that crowd, or it's just sometimes it just doesn't click or whatever. Yeah, and it is a horrible feeling, but like you said, you can't take it hard. You just got to move past it.
And then I think political correctness is getting in the way of comedy a lot
it's
now.
weird.
So what type of material do you have?
Mine is mainly like anything from racism. I play on stereotypes quite a lot.
Right.
I play on cultural differences quite a lot. So basically anything that goes towards racism or you know, I observe a lot of things as well.
Yeah. So with obviously, as like a lot of white comedians will stay clear of any kind of racism,
Yeah.
because it's obviously incredibly negative.
Yeah.
Because that's generally where the joke comes from, is a negative point of view. So when you're talking about it, how what's your approach? Is it taking the mick out of it, or is it your experiences?
I think it's a bit of all of those.
Yeah, it's just everything.
It's a bit of all of those. So I'll talk about my experiences, and I'll sort of drive it on towards somebody else's point of view if it happens to somebody else.
Yeah.
Or how I pretty much saw it. So one of the things that I do is being black and everybody thinking that black people are super blessed.
Like the tree.
Yeah, the tree.
Yeah.
The tree. Right? And I tell them one of my biggest fears is like just dating somebody who has those high expectations. You know? Like
disappointment.
And like, let's face it, they all think we've got Lenny Henrys just hanging down. It's just not gonna, customer service and customer expectations.
Oh, have you heard? He's got to write Lenny.
I've never heard the term Lenny Henrys plural.
Yeah,
it's got a right pair of Lenny Henrys.
Check out his Lenny.
Lenny, oh man. Yeah, that's like, I talk about how that's one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
And then also, that's one of the things I do.
What, do you prove a point?
No, I just talk about the pressure that, like, imagine you're dating somebody and it's your first time being with a white girl, and she's never done it with a black guy before. Like, in her head, she thinks she knows what she's getting, but you also know what you're capable of delivering. It's just
reality and expectations.
Yeah.
It's like Secret Santa. It might be disappointing.
Yeah,
it might not be.
I'd be slightly shocked if that was my Secret Santa.
Well, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Thank you.
Have you guys heard of Biker in Newcastle?
Yes.
Right. So I did a sketch the other day, and the laugh that I got from this one threw me off. I did not expect it because the show is in Newcastle. Right. So I go to them. A lot of celebrities keep adopting kids from Africa. Right. So you're telling me you cannot find an underprivileged white kid in Britain? Yeah. Then I talk about the first time I watched an African Aid advert, because the first time I watched one was when I first came to Britain.
Yeah.
And I was watching this thing. I remember watching it, and my mum goes, "Innocent, what is that?" I'm like, "I don't know, Mum. It looks like Biker." That thing just threw me off. I did not expect that whole thing. Like, the whole crowd just... In Newcastle, where they were from Biker? Oh, boy. I have to say I nearly wet myself, because the laugh sort of came in late as it dropped,
like a delayed. Yeah.
Like, oh, I just got that one. Oh, you dick.
So what made you get into comedy?
I guess I was just nervous in school.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then the first time I ever did a gig was parent evening.
Wow.
Yeah. So in my school they had this little stage where they get this, they get the parents to go to the hall towards the end, and then they had a stage, and then a student would do something.
Right. Okay.
So my PE teacher sort of told me, "Go do something." And then I remember I had just watched Eddie Murphy's Delirious.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I can sort of relate to that. So I started ad-libbing some of his jokes into it, and then they started getting it. And then as soon as it went on, I found myself sort of catching on to it. And I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then I sort of... First time I did a comedy show, I bombed super bad. super bad. Oh, boy.
Because you didn't have Lenny's. You didn't have a Lenny.
I didn't have a
I'm
Lenny.
I'm going to leave it. I'm not carrying on with that.
It's like how your first gig was at parents' evening. People are going to find out what grades they've got. And you just doing some stuff. You're ready. You're ready.
My mum was not there.
Was you not?
My mum was not there.
It wasn't even your skill, was it?
It was, but she
just showed up at another skill.
She never did.
Hey, do you mind if I do a gig?
The woman never did go to my parents. She did go to one. And my teacher was like, "Innocent is joining in with the wrong crowd. He's doing this. He's starting to get
doing comedy."
I got home, you could tell that the teacher, when my mum came in, right, and she was like, "Innocent, what's been going on?" The teacher's face changed, yeah, because the teacher goes, "Don't spank him. There's no need for this. He's sorting himself out," because my mum had gone, Spank him. No, you spank a monkey. In my house, I beat. Oh, wow.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, ever since then, my mom never got called to parents' evening. Ever. Ever.
Probably out of fear.
Oh, man. I mean, I did get a whooping.
Yeah.
So, if you can tell, I spent a lot of time in detention instead of getting my mom called.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to play this little track and then we'll come back and we'll chat.
What are you playing?
I'm going to play the Daft Punk is Playing in My House. It's true. Like Elsie's.
I'd call the police, mate.
I know, yeah. They shouldn't be there, should they?
Didn't invite him.
I'm not impressed. I think we'll go around and we'll get them. And then the vicar said, never on a Tuesday.
That's a good reason.
Yeah. So we had a little chat off air, and we decided we'll do it on it. So I kind of said
that happens so often.
It does.
We actually a lot of times we'll have conversations that we literally had 10 minutes ago, and we're faking the fact we're interested in it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Is that what happens a lot on radio?
No. No fakery.
No fakery.
It's all real.
It's all real here.
So I was saying,
but this conversation.
It started with we were still talking about Lenny. And the fact that it's Sir Lenny, and I said, if I was Sir, I would definitely be Doyle about it and insist that people called me it. And then I said, if we win the lottery, if I won the lottery, I would be unbearable. I know I would. But one thing I would do, relatively serious matter, I guess, is I would open up a supermarket food bank.
But how much money are we talking about that you're hitting the jackpot with?
If, the Euro Millions for sure, because they're always quite high. If it was a piddly 3 or 4 million, maybe I wouldn't be so generous.
No, of course. Oh, hell no.
Maybe like a food trolley.
Food trolley, yeah.
I would throw some Mars bars.
Like a little basket.
I would skip through the streets of Middlesbrough with a basket of chocolate like an Easter bunny and spreading chocolate joy.
It's like some kind of twisted sound of music. And
ridiculous.
But yeah, so if I won...
And also, the thought of you skipping is ludicrous.
Isn't it? In my head, I'm just imagining that right now, and it's just kaboom, kaboom.
Right, I am going
I like the sound effects.
Right, I'm not watching your car anymore.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to skip over that.
Skip.
But yes, if I won the lottery, I would open up a food bank. Something nice, and then, with the rest of the money, I would definitely be a horrible person.
You said a food bank supermarket.
Yeah, so it's not, because with food banks you've got to kind of get references and vouchers and stuff like that. Obviously people would take the mick, and there will be people like that, and you can't help that, and they will burn later for that if that's the case. I'm going to hunt them down.
Harsh, isn't it?
So this is it. I'll give you your
took
food.
More Kellogg's Frosties.
I'll give you your food, but I'll come and check on you.
Oh wow!
And if you've got a fridge full already, you're in for a
The only way you can do this, I think, and this will solve all your problems,
right,
is if you do it, but when people go there, they have to shop like they're on supermarket sweep.
When you're pulling canned food, just canned food, nothing else.
Yeah, just whatever they can get.
But every time they put something in the trolley, they've got to pretend like they've scanned it and beep.
Yes, they've got to beep
I think
themselves.
that happens a lot already. They pretend you scanned it.
Yeah. So they have to pretend like they're on the show,
right?
Or they are on the show.
So
because the show got brought back.
So we've gone from doing a nice thing to humiliating these people on telly. Now that's what I'm
That's
thinking.
what I thought we was talking about, winning the lottery right there and food banking.
Yeah. No. So we
maybe humiliating people is my winning of the lottery.
Oh,
maybe it is.
I think it is. I think it is. Evil man,
jackpot right there.
So maybe. I'd be definitely do some other ridiculous.
So
stuff.
you open a food bank, just so you could have a guilt-free being a dick.
Yeah, so I'm going to balance everything else out by giving food away. Nothing else matters then, does it? Like I've done my bit. I can buy like a ridiculous.
You wouldn't run it, would you? Either. Oh, someone else would be in charge.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
Oh, it's a good question. Do I have to say something like generous?
No, not at all. No. Be honest.
I travel.
Yeah,
I travel a lot. I think. Do you know what? I'd like to build a kind of
park.
Yeah, yeah. And instead of like animals, just 2 people from each area.
That is a good one. That is dope.
Now, define an area.
Borough.
Yeah, so towns.
So 2 people from each town.
2 from town.
Yeah, but they all have to apply.
Yeah, of course.
Like they all have to fill in applications.
Yeah,
but I don't read the.
What's the application going to be for? Like how broke is you? Like,
how compatible are you? how well are you at like?
But you're not going to read them.
Are you seasick? No, I'm not going to read any of them.
Are you going to pay someone to read them?
No, I'm just going to randomly pick, like a lottery.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then you're going to put them on your big boat.
But there's no flood.
And the boat is in dry dock.
They're just locked inside.
That's evil.
And just lock it and see how long it takes them to figure out that it's not going to rain that heavy.
Oh wow.
Just chill out. It's not that bad.
That's what I do if I win the lottery. No, I'd like to build like a theatre. A decent theatre, because we do have one in the area. It's like a smaller one.
Yeah,
but I think like a decent theatre somewhere. I don't think the arts are covered that well in this area.
Right.
To be fair, and I think just some more funding, a place for people to rehearse in would be good. A place for people to perform, put on shows, stand up as well to thrive. I think.
A creative place.
Not just theatre, some sort of like creative, like enterprise.
Yeah,
maybe, and maybe like rooms for people to record their own radio shows, podcasts.
Yeah,
maybe like rehearsal space.
But in each room.
Writing rooms.
You've commissioned a painting of yourself.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I can see him being the kind of guy to do that.
Yeah, you know, like those really rich people, the ones above the fireplace where they're sat there, like stroking, like Dr. Evil style with a cat.
But they can only be done with crayons.
Oh my goodness! I drew it.
I can see him being the type of guy to actually go out and do that.
That's in every room.
Every room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
And the biggest one in the hallway as you walk in.
Yeah.
In fact,
it's actually
at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, and also on the ceiling. So when you look up,
what? You're gonna build this massive.
Yeah, when you open the door.
Yeah, everywhere. Tiles on the floors. In fact, you get given glasses with a picture of you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, 3D glasses.
You're making them just turning it into a shrine, the whole place.
Yeah. But I've given you opportunities.
Oh wow!
Just want you to know where
it's coming from.
Yeah, every day.
What about you, Innocent? What would you do if you won the lottery?
Well, first thing I'd do is I'd get a golden penis. With diamonds for penis.
Yeah, you got to replace that Lenny Henry. Haven't you?
I got it. No. You know what? I want to use the term "give back to the community."
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of those phrases that I don't like, and I want to say this because a comedian ruined it for me. The term "give back to the community," right? You know, what's his name? Jared Carmichael.
I've heard of the name. Yeah.
He says he hates the term "give back to the community" because it prefers that the community give you something in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the community ain't never given anybody shit. Like my community stole my bike. Cost me an ass whooping. So that's
so don't be giving them a bike.
no. But I'd like to think that I'd create opportunities within my community and sort of just go back to Africa and create a few opportunities back there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And sort of help it develop.
Do you ever get back over?
The last time I was was about a decade ago.
Right.
That was I mean, come on, man. You've seen Africa. Do I look like I want to go back?
I was just saying if you had like family or
yeah. I mean, I've got a family over there, and I intend to actually. I'm currently engaged.
Ooh,
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I like how you say currently.
Yeah, I was going to
currently. Hey,
we'll check after this.
which might change, you know. But
congratulations.
I'm hoping to go get married in Africa because she's Asian.
Right.
She's
Cool.
of Asian persuasion.
Where did you meet her?
In school. Well, college. Yeah, and then we kind of went on and progressed to university together.
Cool.
Most of my friends were like, "Innocent, how are you in a relationship at university?" I'm like, come ask me that question when you got chlamydia, bro.
So it was.
So did you just meet someone, didn't have chlamydia, and you go, do you know what?
This is gonna work.
I might as well marry you.
So this was
It's the best I'm gonna get.
Northumbria University?
Yeah, Northumbria University.
Where you were a bachelor in...
international business, Mark.
Ooh.
And then
La-di-da.
and then I went on to do a master's in marketing as well.
Cool.
Brilliant.
I was just on your Facebook here, you see.
You're not... what photos can you see on Facebook? You know that one right there?
I use your main one.
That
one?
No.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Press on that one and tell me describe what you see in that one.
I think we can spot the odd one out, shall we say? Well, so you're back in yellow.
What's your obsession with yellow?
I don't know. Yellow chose me.
So there's some people in the blue uniform. There's some people in yellow. So what was it? Different classes, or was it just options?
Was one class. That was in I think year 5, year 6.
Right.
The guys in the blue, that was the school jumper. I had taken my jumper off, and underneath it was yellow.
Okay. So there's definitely a lot of blonde-haired young men. And then there's you. I can't quite see. Let's have a look. You're not looking that happy.
Can I see? So I understand what the
Can you find him?
Struggling.
Can you show this to the people on Facebook so they get a concept of what we're going to do?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
So they get a concept of what we're talking about.
Because
I don't know who's less happy, you or the boy next to you. He doesn't look too clever.
I think he was called Kieran.
Oh, Kieran.
What still photograph?
Oh my goodness! Like I remember, and now I look back at this photo and think I use this as my comedy sketch.
Yeah.
And it just wow, it kills me.
You look happier on that one.
Yeah, that's me and my cousin.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy school then, or was it difficult?
I enjoyed primary school.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Because I was literally the only one.
Right.
In yellow.
The only one. You guys, for those of you guys who don't know what's going on, when you see this on Facebook later, you're gonna understand exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, and also if someone hasn't listened to the show tonight and then also just looks at our Facebook and it's just we've posted loads of pictures of you, you'll be like, what is going on? Why is there loads of pictures of this comedian?
And that
with no context. It's just loads of pictures of you at school.
So we have 5 friends in common. You and I. Elvis Herod, who's one of the other presenters of this.
Yeah.
His picture is a toaster. Jess Rickaby, which is Elvis's better half. Leon Brown, who does comedy in his promoter. Lee Kyle.
Lee Kyle's a legend as well.
I know Lee. And Alison June Smith. Do you actually know Alison? Or was it just a kind of comedy?
I think it was a mutual friend thing.
No, I'm just being nosy.
It was a mutual friend thing.
So yeah, Alison is a Canadian comedian. She's doing really well. She's getting some kind of TV warm-up work as well, and all sorts. She lives in Manchester. She's really good, and she's actually playing at the Ark in a few weeks. I'm going to promote that later when I get the details.
Oh, cool.
And she's staying at my house. So yeah, have you got any shows coming up you wish to promote? Actually, that's kind of
at the moment I'm working on something down in Manchester.
Okay.
Some guy said he'll hook me up when I go down, and
is
one
it top
in Camden.
secret?
He said he'll let me know. I hope he's not leading me on.
He'll let me know.
He'll let me know.
Did he tap his nose like some kind of old spy movie?
And then there's a few in London, like in the Camden area.
Yeah.
That every time I go to London, literally drop them a message that I'm in London and I'm staying for a night,
and they can get some gigs.
Me.
Oh, cool.
So I think that's sort of how because it's quite hit and miss.
Yeah. I mean, the London scene is obviously massive because there's so much choice, but so much choice can also be problematic, I think.
Yeah.
But there's such distances between the gigs. Like, people don't always want to travel to the...
Whenever I go to London, I sort of try and get them within, like, the same area. And
right,
yeah,
something
bike,
you know.
Make it a bit easier.
Go on the Boris bike and just... I remember the last time I went to London, I Boris bike everywhere.
So how you pay for the rental and for the distance you travel, is that right?
No. The Boris bike, so what happens is you pay for it for the day, right? And then... as long as you put it back, you don't get supercharged extra. So I think it's like £4 for 24 hours.
Oh, that's pretty reasonable then.
and then you just ride out. Oh,
Can you swap them, or do
Yeah.
they detect the
So
bike?
basically,
no, like for you found a bike with no wheels, and you take that one and you attach that one. Would there be?
I don't think they'll be able to know.
Is there a sensor? Like, have you ever gone up and you see, like a kid's tricycle attached?
I think there'll be sensors.
Someone swap that.
Now, I'd like to see Boris ride.
I bet he wouldn't even ride those things. Those things.
Or you go up and
heavy
it's,
they are.
remember that car you got as a kid, the red and yellow car? Yeah, just that's in there.
While we're on this, right? What was your favourite TV show as a kid?
Oh,
some memories back there.
I had different ages where different shows.
There was a puppet-based show called Terrorhawks. Terrorhawks, and it was...
I thought because you were so old you were going to say Punch and Judy, from like Scarborough. I loved Punch and Judy back in the 20s.
When we went down to the seaside. Yeah, so it was called Terrorhawks, and it was do you know the puppets like any other puppet show I can't name right now, but it was
Punch and Judy.
No,
Punch and Judy. You're stuck on Punch and
Judy.
It was.
It's all he knows.
It was a space-based kind of.
Yeah, Punch and Judy in space.
Yeah, I loved Punch and Judy in space.
They branched out at different themes,
but it just had this weird kind of concept. Like the whole show was this evil person called Zelda, and these good guys fighting her in space.
Yeah.
And at the end of each show, so the good guys had spherical robots that were on their side. Right. The bad guys had square robots that were on their side. Yeah. And at the end of each show, they played noughts and crosses with these robots to see who won that episode.
Right.
So yeah. That was my
drop a lot
show.
of acid as a child?
That was much later on.
I was expecting him to say something like the Tweenies or something.
Yeah, he's not that young.
No. Yeah, there's a definite age difference there. Yeah, so that was something I remember. But obviously there was cartoons like later on, like Count Duckula.
Yeah, Count Duckula.
What the heck is Count
Duckula? So it was like a Duckula, but he was Dracula. He was like a Duckula. I meant to say he was a duck, but he was Dracula, right. And I said no, he's a Duckula.
that is Dracula.
So do you know who
Count
David
Duckula.
Jason is?
David, no.
Have you ever watched Only Fools and Horses?
Only Fools and Horses and all.
Yeah.
So the main guy out of that,
Del Boy.
Ah,
that's David Jason,
and he voiced this Duckula and many other kids programs over the years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did the voice.
Oh, well, you learned something here on the Daft
And
Hour.
he did Danger Mouse.
He did do
and
Danger
he
Mouse.
did Daisy Mouse. He wasn't very inventive.
Yeah, that wasn't a show. He got arrested for that.
No, yeah.
Wow.
He did other mouse-based.
He did other characters.
But yeah, they were my favourites. What about you? What was your favourite?
My favourite was either Basil Brush,
yeah,
the Basil Brush show, or the Tweenies.
The Tweenies.
I love the Tweenies.
I remember Jake.
Milo.
Yeah.
I loved Milo because it was just like his hair was sort of like my hair. Wait, hang on. I've been trying to grow this hair out for and I think I'm starting to go bald. Cause look at that. There's like a little bald patch coming up there. Oh, the stresses of this.
It's the business, man.
Yeah, I think shows. I watched all sorts, but I was massively into Power Rangers.
Oh,
see that spanned
massively into
that
Power
was
Rangers.
Huge though. That's been going for a long time.
Power Rangers. But this was like back obviously 90s for me. So yeah, Power Rangers, Thomas the Tank Engine I was massively into. Thunderbirds.
That's another puppet show I was trying to think.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Thunderbirds, yeah. Yeah. Some of the shows I remember.
Who's your favourite Power Ranger?
Oh.
I bet you he still remembers their superpower thing.
Yeah. Technically, my favourite was
Was it Pink or
Tommy? You know, the one who became the white one. He was the first red one, and he became the white one.
Wow.
It was like a different thing. But I just remember this is going back this. My technical favourite one was the Pink Power Ranger Kimberly, because she was my first crush.
Well, not a fair dues. So
she was hot, man. And I tell you what, look her up now, she's still fit.
Nice.
Kimberly. I'm gonna check this Pink Power Ranger.
Yeah. So Power Rangers, what I remember, obviously at the time,
just play the theme tune now.
Right, okay.
Wow, he's having flashbacks right now.
So good, it is. I'm going to calm down and getting a sweat on. Thinking about Kimberly.
Was she a fine young lady?
She was a Power Ranger.
Right, okay, so what am I looking for? Sorry, Power Rangers theme tune.
Yeah, and you also had to float the main boss was Zordon with a floating head.
Yeah.
And then you also had
Rita Repulsa was the
Rita
bad
Repulsa, yeah.
lady.
And then you also had the what was the droid called?
No, YouTube.
Aye. Do you remember him?
Oh, Eric.
It wasn't Eric.
Is it Kimberly Hart, the Pink Power Ranger?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So this was like you're talking like the 90s.
So you know that
Kimberly.
She'd have an appointment with Lenny.
But she's still.
Is that her now?
No, I think that's a bit younger. But to be fair, she doesn't look that different now. Considering this would be like over 20 years ago.
Is this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Because there's been many.
Yes, so this was the original series.
Right.
Because there's been about 50 since.
Apparently Simon Cowell wrote one of them.
No.
Power Rangers?
Yeah, one of the Power Rangers theme songs.
Maybe.
Amazing.
Not the original.
So yeah, obviously it existed in Japan for a long time before we ever got it, and they used all the original footage and all the fight scenes from the Japanese episodes, and then
splice it with the new actors,
intercut it with the Western, the American actors, because they couldn't to save money on all the extra effects and stuff. It's pretty clever going.
No wonder you'd see Tokyo in the background in some of the American.
yeah. And also, I suppose that it makes sense, doesn't it? Because of the whole the Megazord looks like Godzilla, doesn't it?
Yeah, because that's
and they grew all the baddies.
Yeah,
that was like a big thing, wasn't it, with Godzilla?
This is the theme tune you.
So what a riff that is!
I've just got to point out, Morgan is playing along.
Air guitar.
I wish
it. Oh, what a riff that would be if you could.
To be fair, from this angle, it looked like you were having a little play with Lenny.
I think Lenny's going to stick.
Lenny's sticking.
Yeah, we're keeping Lenny right here.
Keeping Lenny alive at this point.
Yeah.
Is he still playing?
It is in the background here. But the thing is, we can't keep it playing, otherwise.
I think that's an extended version. I don't remember.
We get cut off, don't we?
We get cut off what?
YouTube if we keep playing that.
Oh yeah. Do you know what I've realised I always keep getting flagged on a copyright infringement. And I'm thinking, why is this? Because I edit all the music out.
Yeah. Is it the intros?
It's not. It's one of the adverts has got the Incredible Hulk music, and that's what flags up all the time. And I always miss it.
Oh, you're gonna get your cookie handed to you.
Incredible Hulk's just gonna.
Is it an
ad? Yeah, it's the one he's going. Oh, it might be an ad. I don't know. It's the Incredible Hulk, and then there's also an advert where he plays REM.
Yes,
because he goes, "Everybody hurts," then he farts.
So this is the one. So this is going to get cut out.
Thanks for making me edit more.
Yeah, so this is now going to get cut out.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, it's alright.
He's just having your back here.
It just makes my life a lot easier.
Lenny is going to get.
Yeah. I have some Morgan's Ads questions, and we also can do dislike like of the week.
We haven't even done the news.
Do you know what? And I don't mind this. Usually we have segments, but we've actually just had a great time just chatting for once, and that's cool.
For once, am I not enough for you?
No.
You guys, what's with this Corona thing, man? This
coronavirus. Man.
No.
Other beers are available.
Like who? Okay. One of the things I said the other day when I did a comedy sketch, my opening line was, "I knew the Chinese could fake shit, but I didn't think they could fake Ebola that good."
Right? I think they've created this on purpose.
Yeah, it's been going around.
I think they're trying to get.
It's like lab created, isn't it?
I think they're trying to get rid of some of the people.
So, population. Billion people.
It's too high, isn't it? Population. They're like, do you know what?
I heard an amazing.
Blame it on the bats.
Amazing conspiracy theory. So, have you ever heard? Do you know the 5G mobile networks?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's a theory that 5G is designed to kill us. Okay, and it's a form of control. I don't exactly know the details, but. What it is,
weird conspiracy theory.
It's amazing. So it's the frequencies that are involved in the 5G signal are like such a huge range of are very particular, and they can do anything with it. They can send any kind of signal. And what this theory is this corona is a man-made kind of, what do you call it, little tiny robots that people want?
Drones?
No, the teeny ones that they put in your blood. It's like a science fiction thing.
He's got me thinking Transformer here, you know, that little...
Power Rangers?
No, like, basically, it's tiny little replicating
Megadroids.
robots that you can put in your blood.
Oh, tiny little robots like on your blood.
That's the so they reckon that this virus is actually programmed, and we're all going to get it, and it's all being infected, and it's being sprayed as well from chemtrails. This is a whole... They're linking all these different conspiracy theories. Oh, it's something that I saw the other day.
What are you reading?
I think it's very high reading this stuff.
Yeah, I think you're
like high. Like
I think you're spreading this theory.
I'm making this theory up right now. Then, so there's I'm bringing three theories together here. So there's chemtrails, which is when you look up and a plane's gone past, and there's like a trail afterwards.
Oh, right.
Now, normal planes are normal, because it's just water vapour that comes out.
Yeah, of course. It's like clouds, isn't it?
Yeah, it just dissipates. Yeah, the planes make clouds.
Yeah, that's where clouds come from.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely true.
Didn't have clouds before planes.
No, it's true. There was never a cloud in the sky.
I thought clouds was God farting.
Yeah.
Well, and then planes come along, so he
was like...
Because he took some Tums and he was all right.
Yeah. And that's what caused global warming.
So... chemtrails
and
contain viruses
and
these tiny little robot Megatrons or whatever, and we're all
little
breathing in, and then they're going to turn on the 5G network,
turn that on,
and activate these little robots.
Sounds very convoluted.
Wow,
it's a very convoluted.
It's amazing, honestly. I'm not explaining it the best.
No,
but
I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna find this on YouTube.
Never read me a film synopsis.
28 days later synopsis. Here I go.
So basically, we're all going to die because of God's fart clouds. Is that what we've discovered?
Yeah, why not at this point?
You know what? You guys should watch this movie. It's like from 1982 or something, right? It's called The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Right, I've not seen. Yeah, I've not.
Right, it's about this African tribe somewhere in the Kalahari where a pilot drinks a Coke bottle, drops it, lands in their little tribe village.
The Coke bottle does.
The Coke bottle does. Changes their entire life and destroys them. Not like fully, but they think it's the gods were upset-minded when they dropped it. I think if you watch that movie, you watch it, right? It's a bit of a mockumentary.
I was gonna say, is it a comedy? Or?
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's like really, really funny. I think you guys would love it.
Yeah. That sounds good, man.
Watch it and then if you watch it and talk about it at the next show, I guarantee you'll have so much things to talk about. It is amazing.
Oh, I suppose, that would be like
an interesting concept.
As long as it didn't hit anyone.
Oh no! Oh, they do think this kid bashes his brother on the head with it, and then the dad decides to walk off to the edge of the earth to throw it off.
Yeah,
and he goes on a little adventure basically. And you'd love it.
Yeah,
you'd love it.
What's it called again? The full title?
The Gods Must Be Crazy.
The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Yeah.
Right, we'll watch that. In fact, that's next week's show. We're going to actually
we'll just watch it live on the air. 2 hours
and watch that.
Don't have to prepare anything, do we? Just watch a movie live on the radio.
It will be a flicking amazing movie.
How are you doing, by the way, out there, listeners?
Yeah,
it's been that much of a nice chat. I forgot we're on the radio. How are you doing? How are you doing out there in Teesside this evening? You all right?
I think they are.
That's good.
Oh man,
that's good to know.
So you want to ask some questions?
Yeah.
So everything on this show has a theme.
Okay.
Unfortunately, your brother won't be able to hear it because he doesn't have the headphones on. But here you go.
He's fine.
Morgan has questions.
So there you go. So he asks me questions, and I genuinely try to answer if I can. Oh, you can.
I'm going to throw these questions to all three of you. Right. If vampires can't see their reflections, why is their hair always so neat?
Oh. Well, okay. So,
just saying, unless I get an answer, we can't move on.
Oh. So, when a vampire is turned, they forever remain that age. So, if the hair... According to some vampire movies, like Interview with the Vampire, when they can't turn, they shouldn't have turned the girl because she always remains that young. So if her hair is perfect at that point, then it'll always remain perfect.
But but why? So how come all vampires' hair is neat?
Yeah. So if it's bad hair at that time, it'll stay like that. But they wouldn't be filmed.
Never seen a vampire
Yeah,
with bad hair.
they don't film vampires with bad hair.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I have an answer.
Yeah.
You know, the people, what are those people called? The undertakers.
Yeah.
Right? It depends on how good they do your hair. If you're under...
so the brush it.
Yeah.
Because I think traditionally vampires have to be buried first, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Ah, good point. Yeah.
Yes.
I think yours is right.
Cool, sufficient answers.
Yeah.
Why do they call little chocolates fun sizes? Wouldn't it be more fun to eat a big one?
Because the marketing guy thought it was a clever idea.
How is small fun?
Is it to make small feel better? Like if you've got a
What? The word small?
No. So if you've got
To make the word small feel better.
If you've got
it's been condescending
In my head right
for
now, I'm
years.
thinking something entirely different.
You're thinking about your
Lenny, no,
Lenny
so
Henry,
if
and
you've got a small Lenny, you can justify it. Go, well, it's fun size.
I think that's a great answer right there. That is it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do dentists go to other dentists, or do they just do it themselves?
Oh, I reckon.
If it's a female dentist, she'll do it herself.
Yeah, wouldn't trust anyone else. Because tattooers still tattoo themselves.
Do they? How do they get
Yeah.
the tight angle? Like
Silly, isn't it?
Well, only in certain places, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to see them tattooing their own arse, are you?
I think when they do their first tattoo, it has to be on themselves, so they know what pressure they're putting on and all that kind of
Is that
stuff.
like a-
Because you can't possibly gauge what it is on someone else.
Is that like a rite of passage?
Maybe.
Okay. If the sky is the limit, then
Yeah.
what is space over the limit?
Space is pissed. It's well over the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space is pissed.
Space is pissed.
That's the name of the show, I think. I'm calling
Space
it.
is pissed. Okay.
And then every show will be pissed.
Last question. When French people swear, do they say, pardon my English?
Oh.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
They do.
Pardon my English.
Because when someone swears, they
So if
say,
an English
"Pardon my
person,
French."
they go, oh, pardon my French.
Ah, I see. That threw
You
me
heard,
off.
you heard that? have you heard that term?
Yeah.
Pardon my English.
Have you?
Pardon my French.
Did you understood what it meant of this whole time? You've just.
Yeah, in my head I've always said,
He's
"Well,
still
you
laughing
speak
at fun sizes.
Fun size Lenny.
Fun size Lenny.
Well, thank you for them answers. I can sleep easily now. Thank
Good.
you.
We'll play the theme again.
Morgan.
That's what we do.
Morgan.
Just to confirm the segment is over. What time are we on, my friend?
We are on 2039.
Oh, what's the weather like out there?
It is dull.
When you stick your head out and see.
I'll stick your head out. It was actually quite nice for about 10 minutes today when I
Was
left
it?
work. I think it was nice because I left work.
Oh yeah. It's always nice when you leave work.
The sun shone down on me and everything was fine. But yeah, the weather's lovely.
Cool. I got about 20 minutes left of the show.
I think we should.
I think we should play a song.
Yeah, I was going to just say we should sing a song.
We should sing it. Wow, you don't want to hear me sing.
Oh, now I do.
It'll sound,
Oh, you
it'll
said
sound
that
like
now.
a hyena.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
not.
I want to hear a hyena song, please.
What?
Yeah.
Mwahahaha.
No, you're right, we don't.
Yeah, we'll play a song, we'll come back, chat for a bit before we wrap up.
No. No. What do you want to play?
Oh, do you have any song requests?
Oh, man would be going like R&B. Like
R&B.
Old school R&B.
Any particular track you'd like?
Ooh, you know what?
Without any, like, swearing?
Yeah, this is going to be a lovey-dovey song.
Oh, go on.
Let Me Love You, Mario.
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 Not the Mario I'm thinking of.
Not Mario and Luigi.
No, not Mario and Luigi. Did you guys hear that thing about when they tried to make claim that Mario and Luigi were gay?
And the brothers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, I don't think the
They went
gay
on
bit is a
Twitter.
problem, it's the incest that's the
That's
problem.
exactly what I was like, what?
Yeah,
Like Nintendo, I think it was what is it?
Incestual.
What is it? The LGBT week.
Yeah,
You're right.
like Pride Week. So,
Yeah, Pride Week. And then Nintendo posted on their Twitter that Mario and Luigi are part of the LGBT community.
Okay.
And I was like, they
Well, I
Just
suppose
separately, not
I
necessarily
suppose,
together then.
yeah,
That's fair
I
enough.
suppose they might be, but yeah, just not together.
not together.
But isn't
I think they should have made that quite clear.
Yeah, and then also, yeah, because they said they are gay. It makes it think
Let
that
me see
they are gay.
if I can find the post. It threw me
Together.
off the way they posted it.
And then also, I thought the whole purpose of the game was Mario was after the princess.
He was just saving her.
So he might have just been like...
Just being a nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, they had them kissing and everything.
And he was...
Oh, so they were actually... Okay. Oh,
Mario...
right.
I thought they were brothers.
So it's the Super Mario Brothers. But I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to look into
don't
this
wanna-
whilst we play some...
Don't want to watch
whilst
that.
we play Mario.
There's a whole new meaning to Super Smash Bros., doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still baffled. We didn't actually do any further research. But, like, wow.
But if you want to,
If
do
want
your
to-
own research. It is out there.
Can someone write us a...
Stop telling people... I said this last week. Stop telling people to write to us.
On Facebook, he meant.
No,
No, he doesn't.
I want some traditional mail.
Get the heck out of here!
And there's other people at this station. We probably never see that mail.
Yeah, send it to Lenny.
Yeah, write to Sir Lenny Henry.
Yeah.
With pictures of your other favourite gay video characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, your video game characters ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not ruined, made better ish.
Well, it
depends his stance
It's
on...
just the brother.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I don't get it.
Like, if the Turn Out came out and said, right, Mario and Luigi are gay,
Yeah.
fine. But if they said for each other, it's the incest part that we have an issue with.
Yeah.
Like they're kissing on this picture I've seen.
That must be someone else must have done that. I don't think Mario himself consented.
I don't think it's LGBTQI.
Nintendo.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's an eye for incest in that whole...
There might be. They might have added that. I mean...
No, I hope
No,
not.
that's not. Okay, would you rather travel faster than the speed of light but smell of poo? Or have a poo that can travel faster than the speed of light? These are the important questions we get to ask. So you can travel
I can
faster
travel
than
the fastest speed of light but smell a poo.
You'll forever smell of poo.
Or a
you
poo.
can have a poo that can travel faster.
Nah,
than
travels
the speed of light.
faster than
Yeah,
speed of
I think the
light.
first one.
So you'd put up with the poo smell.
Yeah, I don't need supersonic poo. Like I had
imagine the stench of the world when you're just
yeah,
I
and
wonder if you
also
could
like
travel faster than the
also
stench.
you'd ruin every toilet you're in.
Yeah.
You'd literally just have the only way you could literally go for a shit is standing off a mountain.
yeah, because you know how you when you're
And
like, really
pointing
bad.
it towards the wind. Oh boy! It's the only time you could go to the toilet.
So you'd have to literally drop the kids off at the pool.
Yeah,
Type
in-
of thing.
in the sea.
In the sea, yeah. That's just
The
yeah.
reason I say go with the supersonic speed and the poo smell thing,
Yeah.
right? It's because every time I go into a club, it gives me so much joy because I'll be walking around the club just farting. Yeah, and I'll fart here, stand here for about a second, go over to the other side and just watch people on this side. Just
walk into that club.
One of my proudest moments was when I was stood one side of the club and I walked to the other, and every step I made was a different fart.
You guys,
like a.
I don't think people understand how much joy you get from farting in a
Yeah.
club. Like, I'll go in the club.
I was
to
just
fart.
more surprised that I had that in me for every step.
What he's not telling you is he ended it with a full stop.
Oh! Have you ever followed through on a fart?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not always on air though.
No.
He sometimes waits till he gets home.
Yeah.
Oh my
I've
goodness.
had many of the unfortunate. Many unfortunate situations.
Oh
with that.
man.
So yeah, the first one, Bam.
First one.
So that's what you'd rather do.
Yeah.
I think you're right. You could always, if someone notices the smell, you just zoom off again, don't you?
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't know it was me because you were running so fast.
Would you rather your only mode of transport be a donkey or a giraffe?
Oh, giraffe.
Giraffe easy.
It's a much
giraffe.
more elegant
Yeah.
mode of transport.
A giraffe.
Yeah, and it's unique. Like anyone can ride on a donkey, but who has a giraffe? You know?
I mean, donkeys, you'll have the RSPCA or whatever after you.
Yeah, there's the donkey league or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that you
The
have
donkey
Yeah,
them
league.
after
you don't see no protection agencies for giraffes.
Nah.
Watch the neck.
Funny thing about giraffes, where was this? In some zoo where they were killing giraffes and feeding them to the lions or something like that. to show kids what it's really like in the wild because they were only doing it because they had so many giraffes and nowhere to keep them.
Oh my word!
So they were killing giraffes and chopping them to pieces. And
Surplus
chopping
of
them with the
giraffe.
lions.
I suppose there's a lot of meat to go on in there.
Oh man,
that's
the only way I'd have a conversation with the lions first and say the only way you could have it is if you have to swallow the neck whole.
Yep,
it's the only way.
Like Scooby Snap.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
All the way down.
Can you imagine that lion's throat though? He's deep throating a giraffe. Come on, man.
Yeah. Or he wears it like a scarf.
That would be good.
And then flings over the head like over the shoulder.
With some flair, though. You've got.
It's a sassy lion.
You know what? Now I want a giraffe hat thing. Now I want one. That thing will look dope. I'm gonna get one and walk around.
Don't
I'll
kill a
send you
giraffe.
photos in
Thanks,
mail.
man. Thanks.
No giraffes were harmed during the making
of this show, but they will be.
Yeah, we're going to hunt them down. Well, there's a surplus of them.
No, there is. There ain't.
Well, maybe there should. If there's too many of them, instead of building new lampposts, get them to hold up lamps.
Portable lamp holders.
64 Zoo Lane, it was called.
Yeah, that was a TV show, wasn't it, kids?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that
so 64 Zoo Lane, she just had, she lived on a zoo lane and all the animals. But I think, so
She
instead
had a giraffe.
Instead of purchasing the council purchasing new streetlights, just giraffes.
So
with lamps.
Giraffes. You just said giraffe. What is it with you making up these words?
Giraffes. Yeah, giraffes.
Patent pending.
Yeah, and they could form a band, giraffes.
Do they move with you, or do they? Are they free to roam, or are they?
No, they have to stay. They're glued. They're glued
down. What? So they just have to use their neck?
No, they're not allowed to use their neck. They just have to stand there.
That's not much of a life, is it?
I'm feeling claustrophobic just
better being fed to a lion.
I don't know. I think they'd rather be dead than giraffes the rest of the life.
Oh my god, that's gonna be my. I'm just gonna be making a word just for the rest of my life now.
I don't mean to do it on purpose.
Giraffe.
I just
no, but that works.
I'm on the radio.
I'm on the radio, and then for some reason I just say words wrong all the time. Come out with some pretty good stuff.
They are pretty good. Giraffes. What was the other one before?
Oh, I'm lost at this.
We'll listen back, figure it all out.
They were good.
We'll have to analyse just what we've done. I'll have a good long think about it.
Yeah. Right, next question.
Oh, I'm going to ask someone. Okay, would you rather be unable to move your body every time it rains, or not be able to stop moving while the sun is out?
Oh,
the second one.
So you would not stop moving your body whilst the sun is out?
Yeah.
We're in
so you're
England.
just a bit jittery.
Would be all right.
Just a bit jittery.
There's not that much sunlight, anyways. So.
Yeah, it would be fine.
You guys know how hard it is to move in the sun?
Can it just be minimal movement? Like a little finger twinge?
Yeah,
or...
Yeah.
You didn't specify how much movement, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'll narrow the parameters next time.
Just saying, we're on the radio.
For some reason I've got a sudden urge to just move everything.
Try and be a little bit more professional, Billy,
okay? I'll try and ramp my way through this. Okay, would you rather have skin that changes colour based on your emotions, or tattoos that appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday?
Ooh.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Ooh.
So I think I wear my emotions on my face anyway.
Yeah,
so,
you can't hide your face.
So it would always be red and angry or green or something. So I would probably go with that because it doesn't matter. Like, people know how I'm feeling anyway.
Yeah.
But if it says tattoos appear saying what you did yesterday, like.
Depends what I did.
Yeah. What if you just stayed at home and played with Lenny?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want everybody
to Lenny's all over you.
Yeah. Not just a big story of
a load of self-Lennies.
Yeah.
I think I'd go with the emotions one because I struggle to show my emotions.
You struggle to show them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see, because I don't like people knowing how I'm feeling because then
that's fair enough.
No, fair enough. I mean, I don't like it, but I can't help it. It's like that whole resting bitch face type of situation goes on with me. You know if I'm angry because...
So when I get angry, I sort of like suppress it and then it just sort of bursts out eventually. And then I'll take it out on everyone.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do the thing where...
Yeah.
But what colours would it be though?
Or whatever you choose. It's your rainbow to have. So you could
emotional rainbow.
Emotional support rainbow.
Yeah, it's allowed. I mean, you could have, you could even have like multicolour. So if you're annoyed but enthusiastic, I don't know, you could be half red and half yellow if you wish to be. It's up to you. You could look like a.
Are you these colours all over or just in the face?
Whatever you want, you can choose.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. Mate.
What if you're angry up here but Lenny is happy? So
then
you look like a traffic light. Red in the face and green down below.
Yeah, but you've got a show below as well. That's
oh my goodness!
Yeah. Amber in the middle. Cool. Right. So we're nearly done.
We are nearly done.
So I've very, very much enjoyed this episode.
We've had good
It's
fun.
been a good time.
It's been great.
Before we go, Innocent, have you got anything you want to plug? Like any shows or any like social media platforms you want to plug?
Well, my social media platforms right now are pretty dormant, so I'm not as active on social media.
Okay, that's fine.
As I initially should be.
Do you want to plug someone else's?
Yeah, Cy Beckwith. Follow that guy.
Yeah,
cool.
He's good.
He's an amazing guy.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, if you haven't seen his shows, go check him out.
To be fair, I haven't seen him for a while. Last time I saw him was in Edinburgh. He was doing a show at the festival.
Check out John Scott.
Yeah,
John Scott. He's doing a lot of shows in Newcastle. He's doing at the moment. You know, he's Faking the News. He's doing one right now called Quarantine, which should be about Corona. I'm assuming it's about the virus.
Oh, it's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence, yeah. But yeah, check those guys out, man.
Cool, brilliant. Yeah, excellent. And also, look out for Innocent if he's around the area doing any comedy. Maybe in London or Manchester, wherever he is.
Liverpool.
We see him on the bill. Go and check him out.
Is the bill still running?
Yeah, he's on the cop television show. Yeah. But yeah, go and see Innocent doing some comedy. But yeah, thank you very much for coming to the studio. Great guest today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, really enjoyed it, man.
Next time I come, you guys will all be pissed.
Yeah, we're going to get drunk. He's decided.
Should we have a drunk show
next time? Yeah,
that'd be a good idea. We'll have a drunk show.
I'll just make sure I have someone driving me.
That's the thing with drink driving. Sometimes you get away with it.
In Middlesbrough.
Yeah, that's fine. So, have we got a song of the week, Bambi? Or?
See, normally we choose a terrible song of the week, but I'm just going to play something that we've got on the list because I haven't.
That's fine, no problem.
So yeah,
we'll be back next week.
Same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
Bat channel.
Bat channel.
That's what they used to say. Same bat channel.
Same bat channel. Same bat time.
And the same guy that makes up words.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the words he makes up. It's just. I think I'm going to start. It's going to become something I start.
What was it? Gaflamp?
Yeah. A gaflamp.
You are a gaflamp.
Right. Anyway, my name's been Morgan Fantastic.
I've been Bambi.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
See you later then.
Stay daft, you say. Bye bye.